Stay tuned for Airgun Detectives.
Welcome to another episode of Airgun Detectives. Today we're going to take the mystery out of the Diana RWS 34P Pro Compact. Yeah, that's a mouthful. This is actually put out by Umarex. Before we get started here though, if you haven't, please hit the subscribe button down below. If you'd like to be notified of new videos coming out, hit the little bell right there. And we always appreciate a thumbs up. Just love to have your feedback. I appreciate that. In addition to that, check out my website, www.airgundetectives.com. We got some cool little accessories there. Sell the little bipod kits, and has some cool t-shirts and a few other things. So just check it out at your convenience. And see that little mark right there? It looks like a small cased eye or a upside down exclamation mark. Just you can click on that link anytime while you're watching this video and it'll actually take you to the website. So with that, let's get back to our Diana RWS 34P. This is a German-made gun, and when I want to talk about high quality, this is a high-quality break barrel air rifle. The tolerances on this thing are so tight, you cannot believe it. But anyway, this comes with they only make this one in a .177 caliber, okay? It comes with a synthetic stock only. It comes with this heavy-weighted muzzle brake, and it just makes cocking this thing just a dream, to be able to put your hand on this and cock this thing so easily. It's only about a 32 pound cocking effort. It's not very hard to cock at all. This is a spring piston as opposed to like gas piston. This has the 11 millimeter scope mount for your dovetail there, and it's got a nice little scope stop here. It does not come with this scope. It does come with an RWS 3-9 by 40 with an adjustable objective. It's not a bad scope. That does come standard with that. It's very similar. If you saw my video with the Browning, they're pretty much the identical scopes. Browning just has their name on it. RWS puts their name on that scope. So I upgraded the scope because of the performance of this gun, and we're going to show that to you. The barrel on this, it looks a little short, but it's actually a 15 3/4 inch barrel. The overall gun's about 42 inches in length, and it weighs right around 8 pounds. The triggers on these are terrific. These are what they call their TO6 trigger, and they're a 2-stage completely adjustable trigger, and you'll see what I have it adjusted to. But they come out of the box probably right around 3.5 pounds or so, but they're totally adjustable, and you can look online about the TO6 triggers, and they have quite the reputation. So anyway, they're claiming that this gun, the manufacturer's claiming this gun will get about 1,000 feet per second, and that's probably with a very, very light lead pellet or an alloy pellet. But let's take it out and test it. As I said before, it does not come, if I didn't clarify this, it does not come with these Picatinny rails or the bipods here. I put those on, and again, those are available on my website if you're interested. But let's take this gun out and see how well it performs, then we'll come back and discuss it. Alright, so stay tuned for the next segment. Alright, we're going to test our Diana P34 for a little velocity. I'm just going to shoot some just some basic RWS pellets, just some 7.0 grain, just to see what we can get out of a kind of a lighter lead pellet, just to see what our average velocity is. So let's just shoot 5 quick shots over the crony, and we'll go from there. Alright, shot number 1. 945. And shot number 2. 939. Yes, guys out there, I do realize that the lens caps are closed on my scope because my chronograph is about a foot in front of this gun, so I don't need to look through the scope. I'm kind of looking over it, make sure I don't damage my chroning. Anyway, we're at 929 there. And let's do another one. 940. And another one. 935. And one more for good measure. 952. All right, so there's your average. You can see what your average is and your average foot-pounds, what we're putting out on this. Let's move on to the next segment. Okay, now we get to test our accuracy on our Diana P34. And believe it or not, I found 2 pellets that are a virtual tie in this. This likes the heavier pellets, this .177. So what we have is we got our Barracuda Match, our 10.65 grain. Those are outstanding pellets, but which is almost a virtual tie is the JSB, the 10.34 grain. But it really likes the 10 grain pellets. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shoot 5 with the Barracuda, and then I'm going to shoot 5 with the JSB, and we'll go from there. All right. So let's start with our Barracudas. These do have a halfway decent little recoil on them. That's 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Not a bad group. Okay, now let's move on to our JSBs. All right, and number 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. So now take a look at those 2 side by side. As you can see, it's pretty much a virtual tie. All right, let's move on to the next segment. Okay, we got our Diana P34 here. We're going to test this T06 trigger. These are phenomenal triggers, but we'll show you what type of trigger weight we got, pull weight here. Let me reset the gauge here and go from here. Yeah, these T06 triggers are really nice. .86 ounces. So you got 1 pound, 8.6 ounces. Like I said, these T06 triggers are terrific. I mean, that first stage comes up, it hits a nice little wall, very crisp from that point forward. All right, let's move on to our next segment. Okay, my most enjoyable portion of the reviews is the plinking part. And we're going to test our Diana P34 here. Incredible. These are incredible guns. These German-made, all German-made gun. We're going to go ahead and try our luck from 40 yards out and take a look what that looks like. Yeah, as you can see, there's a couple of shotgun shells laying on their sides. We got a couple of our little eggs. So anyway, let's try to knock those targets down as quick as we can. And for this, like I told you, there's 2 really good pellets for this. I'm going to go with the JSBs today, the 1034s, and we'll see how we do. All right. Yeah, these cock so solid. All right, let's start from the left, and we're going to work our way right. Yes. And that was a shotgun shell, setting on the edge. tolerances on these guns are just, I mean, it's just terrific. And you can see these hit with some authority. Smooth process. T06 triggers are fantastic. Another egg. All right. And let's see if we get that shotgun shell. Oh yeah. Let's say goodbye to that blue Christmas bulb. Oh yeah. And we can't leave a target standing, so let's get rid of the red pipe. Incredible. I can't say enough good things about this Diana German-made P34. Trigger's fantastic, the tolerance is tight, the cocking smooth. Pretty amazing spring piston rifle. Anyway, let's move on and wrap this thing up. All right, let's wrap this up with our conclusion on our Diana RWS Pro Compact .177 caliber. Let's talk about the negatives first. I don't have any negatives. This gun is amazing. German made, so obviously we're going to jump right into the positives. German made. The tolerances on this, when you cock it, it is so tight. When it clicks back, it's solid as can be. The finish on it, if you look at this closely, it's almost like a flat black, and it's slightly textured. It's terrific. It really doesn't take to fingerprints very easily. It's very, very nice. The trigger on this, it's the T06 trigger. Fantastic. It's completely adjustable, two-stage trigger. You can totally adjust it to your liking. And you saw what we had it breaking at. It's just awesome. I have this set where it comes up to a nice little wall, and then you just finish it off. You know exactly when it's going to go off. I like the muzzle brake on this. Nice, heavy duty. It makes it really easy to cock. What else I like a lot on this is it does have an automatic safety, but it's right here at your thumb, and it's just so easy just to disengage it so you're ready to go. Again, it did not come with the bipods. I put those on, and it just really gives you a nice stable platform to shoot with, which I enjoy a lot. But what else is terrific is the accuracy of this gun. You saw, I mean, seriously, 0.29, so basically 0.29 center to center from 20 yards. It's insane. And at 40 yards, oh my God, you guys saw what we were shooting. We were shooting shotgun shells that were laying down on the back edge, hitting them easily. This gun does like the heavier pellets, the 10 grade pellets, and you saw the two best that we really liked with it. They claimed it was 1,000 feet per second. I'm sure can get that, because we were shooting just a 7-grain lead pellet, and we had a high of 952. We had a low of 929 and an average of 940 feet per second. So think about it. If you put a lighter pellet on that, you would achieve the 1,000 feet per second that they were claiming easily. But the gun retails, again, does not come with this scope, but it does come with a decent 3x9x40 scope. And so right out of the box, you'd be ready to go. The gun retails for about $350, but I've seen it as low as $250 or slightly under. And you see sales all the time. Just search the internet, you'll find a good deal on this. But terrific gun. I mean, I can't say enough good things about it. So with that, this gun, without a doubt, is getting 5 stars. This is definitely a 5-star gun. And if you were just to be able to limit yourself to a couple of break barrels, believe me, this would be one of them that would be in my collection, because just the overall accuracy, how smooth it shoots. And you don't get, even though it's a spring piston, you don't get that doinky sound when you fire it. It's a very smooth process. So anyway, with that, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Love your feedback. Don't forget to check out my website, www.airgundetectives.com. So with that, stay tuned. Remember, this is where we take the mystery out of the air guns. Until next time.